In this episode of What's Eating You, I catch up with a longtime friend and eating disorder coach, Erin Reiland, to talk about recovery, eating disorder coaching, what works, what doesn't, and the benefits of virtual treatment. Be sure to check it out.
Welcome to What's Eating You. I'm Dr. Matt Keck from Cielo Mar Recovery. I'm an eating disorder specialist, and in this segment, what I do is take questions from real people about all things eating disorder and eating disorder recovery related. So let's jump right in.
So nice to see you. I mean, it's been
Right?
years, like straight up years. So it's really
Like
great.
a
And like,
billion, like
I
a
know,
billion years,
yeah, like dinosaur time pretty much.
right?
And it's weird to say. Is it okay if I say that I'm like proud of everything? Like I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everything you've done and just continue to do, like for yourself and for others. It's amazing. It's remarkable. So
Thank you.
yeah,
So
nice. Well, yeah, and you know what I was thinking too is I would love to hear like in our conversation more about some of the coaching work that you're doing because I would love to be able to kind of like promote some of that as well to people that are in therapy. But one of the weaknesses of therapy is that like you can't call me at 10 o'clock at night. I'm not going to answer the phone, but perhaps they can call you.
yeah,
And
right?
so right. So I think that there's like a really valuable synergy there. And I want to make sure people know about that and sure we do that.
Coaching. Yeah, it's been crazy. I
Yeah.
really like it's been super interesting, also valuable. I mean, it's like, you kind of figure it out along the way of like how much you can handle, how it works. I mean, really, it's just been uh test driving it. I do love coaching. I love um being able to really understand people. And I think that's kind of how I've connected a lot with most people is that I get them and they're like, "Oh, it's someone that's not, you know, isn't just a therapist that has no idea about eating disorders, but it's also someone I feel like with my personality, I try to keep it like I keep it at like a, normal
You're
area
real.
level.
You're real. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and I think that it helps that I can just be open and honest and not judge them, but also like I know exactly what you're doing. Like it's okay.
No, totally. I think that there's so much value in that because even as a therapist who knows stuff about eating disorders, it's sometimes just not the same for me to say to someone, do X, Y, and Z, or
Mhm.
try to understand what it's like for them as empathic as I can be. It's not quite the same as
Yeah.
having been there myself. And so yeah, I mean, I have the knowledge, but I think you have the street cred, so that goes a long way. Yeah,
Bad.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's well, and that's I think I had all I when I finally like recovered and then left Stanford and decided I want to be a coach. Well, that's great, but, like, I actually did need, like, the educational part of it. So doing the program, and then doing afterwards the pause breathwork program, um, those 2 things really helped me solidify the educational part or, like, this, specific tools and all the different exercises that I use, um because that helped me. Plus, I use the stuff that worked in different treatment centers. I've been able to pull like this worked there, which I think is really great because it gives me more like opportunities to help people in specifically what they need and not just kind of like a general blanket type, here's treatment. So I feel, I mean, that on the back end took a lot of like actual effort from Aaron. It was like,
Sure thing.
wow.
Yeah.
If you have questions, feel free to get in touch through the social medias or the buttons in the video, any means necessary, and I would be happy to answer your question in this segment. Thanks so much for tuning in.